What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys another JJK Fandom Parade video. And with the most recent update, pretty much all of the content creators in this game have absolutely imploded about what the hell is going on in this goddamn game. So, I mean, it is a bit much what they're doing here with the consistent release of banners and events and the lack of stamina to then play these events. The lack of care that the devs have kind of taken in this game has been a little alarming, honestly. The fact that we don't really get that much stamina to actually play the gosh darn events that we've been given, it's a little ridiculous. And then the fact that they go ahead and also put this in here, which is kind of crazy. So, 2 times drops from domain investigation, which I think is a completely fair thing. The thing is, it doesn't really use like our stamina that we use for other events, so that's kind of fine. The other one, 2 times drops for enhancement quests, is ridiculous. The fact that they're also giving us this whilst we have a shit ton of other events that need to be played, it just doesn't equate, it doesn't make sense. I would be all for this if they actually gave us enough stamina to play these events. Honestly, every single day we should be getting 1 stamina refill at a bare minimum, I feel like. I feel like that would be really good, especially due to the 8 million download celebration. Why don't they say, hey, here's a login bonus for the next 5 days, you get a free stamina refill or something like that. That is honestly one of the biggest issues, is stamina is a problem. You don't have enough stamina to play the events at hand. And I think that would be, just even that small change would, obviously, it's not going to fix everything, but I think that would actually make things a lot more positive in the community. But honestly, the other big thing is the gacha system itself. The lack of pity is pretty ridiculous. The fact that there's like no hard or soft pity, so you can do literally you can do like 50,000 cubes, right? And not get anything. Seriously, like you could literally not get anything because there's no hard or soft pity. So no matter how many pulls you do, it's the same rates every single time, meaning that you could literally do so many X pulls and not get anything. In order to get the character guaranteed, you need to do, people have calculated it, I think it's like 75,000 cubes to get the character guaranteed. That's a bit much. The fact that it's 75,000 with no additional pities along the way to increase your chances or anything like that. And the fact is right now everyone will have a lot of cubes because of the fact that, you know, you're playing the game, you're getting through all the content, you get cubes every time you basically do every little silly thing in this game. But then it'll get to a point when you completed all the content and then you're just basically waiting for free cubes to drop every single week. And you know, it'll come really bad time for a free-to-play player that don't have the opportunity to purchase their cubes, and it's basically going to be a cash grab. That's exactly the way that I've kind of felt about this game. I mean, I think this game has a lot of potential, but they really need to shift things up if this game is going to have any success in the future. Now, in terms of the Japan side of things, the game is relatively successful in Japan. Like, it's not like gangbusters, blockbuster type of game. It's making okay revenue for sure. It's doing well. But the way that global is right now, initial release month, this game is going to have a good revenue stream for sure. But as you look forward into the future, if this continues where we're getting, like, literally, the game has been out for a week, right? In that 1 week, we have had 3 events and 3 gacha banners. Like, we've had the debut banner with Yuji Itadori, we had Junpei release, and we've had now, here we go with Megumi. Like, it's ridiculous. That shouldn't be happening. And especially because when you look at things on JP, I think Junpei came out like 2 weeks after the game's initial release. Like, I'm all for, you know, bringing a lot of hype to the game, but the way that they're doing it is just absolutely terrible. It's terrible. I don't know what they're doing. Seriously, I don't know what they're thinking. It is ridiculous. So they really need to they really need to fix things up, because the way that it is right now, the game is not going to last until like February. If it continues down this same road of them releasing this much content, this many banners, this many events with lack of stamina, lack of cubes, the game is going to die. Seriously. I mean, they did the exact same thing. I mean, not these devs particularly, but last year, Black Clover Mobile came out. The game was insanely hyped for like the first 2 months, and then it just kind of died because they did try and rush things really quickly, and it just kind of lost the hype because, you know, we're getting amazing unit after amazing unit, people summoning, they have no resources left, and now it's like, okay, well, I'm done with this game now. So what they really need to do is pace the game correctly, or if they are going to go out of their way to speed things up, they need to shift the way that the gacha system works, or give us a crap load more of these cubes to actually summon, right? I get it, they want to make money. I totally understand that. But the way that they're doing it right now, it's just a really quick cash grab from the global community, and then the game is just going to die off because everyone's going to leave the game because of the way that everyone is being treated. So, yeah, I don't really know where to stand with this game right now, because I do feel like the game is pretty fun, at least right now. Of course, this is like the honeymoon period of the game's release. We'll have to wait and see exactly how the game is going to be within the next, week, within the next 2 weeks. Who knows, maybe this time next week, 2 more banners have released. And if that's the case, you're going to see a severe drop-off in people in this game. And it's such a shame, because this game is a lot of fun. So, we'll have to wait and see exactly what's exactly going to happen, but at least for right now, I feel like a lot of people are in this same mindset where they really want to play the game, but considering everything that has been happening, people are just going to kind of steer clear of this one. Or another really good way to kind of think about it is that if you are like a big fan of gacha games like myself, this is probably just going to be like your side piece. This is going to be that game you log in every day, potentially pick up a couple things, but you're not really going to play all that much. I feel like this is going to be the same kind of category for most people. And then eventually, people are just going to stop logging in. And that's the way that it is right now. But it all comes down to the devs. The devs, they really need to pull their fingers out their ass and actually think about what they're doing. Because they are destroying the community within the first week of the game releasing. Like, I don't understand how you could be so dumb. Like, of course, it's not just the devs, really. The devs, they have to do what they're told. It's upper management, it's the producer, it's all of those type of individuals. I don't know if they had this plan initially going into things, or they kind of realized, like, hey, wait, we're getting a lot of people buying, cubes in our game. Let's speed things up. Let's get more money. Because when they first initially released the game and they put out a community post talking about Junpei's banner releasing, they did initially say Junpei's banner was going to be releasing on November 16th, and then they actually brought it forward like a few days. And that was kind of crazy, right? Then they went and go ahead and actually released Junpei way earlier than their initial post, and then they've gone ahead and brought out Megumi, so it almost feels like this was not the initial plan on Global's release. It kind of feels like they realized how popular the game was, and then they decided to then backtrack and say, hey, wait, if we structure things differently, we can release more banners and make more money. If that is the case, and that's the route that they are going down, the game is doomed. Like, straight up, the game is doomed. So, I'm just making this video just to kind of bring you guys this attention and kind of realize what's exactly happening right now. And look, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure out what's going on. I'm sure just by playing the game, you can kind of experience and realize, like, what are the faults here, what needs to be fixed. Stamina issue needs to be fixed. The amount of cubes that people are getting needs to be fixed. Now, look, I'm not going to shy away from the fact that I've bought stuff in this game, because when the game first came out, I wanted to support it. I had a lot of fun playing the game. I'm okay with spending in the game. But what they're doing right now is just utterly ridiculous, and I am not going to be supporting this at all. Just specifically, the thing that really got me was this. The fact that they had a big celebration for the 8 million downloads, and like, that was cool. They said, oh shit, we got 8 million downloads, we're going to give everyone a surprise. We got 1,000 cubes, a third of a multi, by the way, and then they gave us this. So it's a guaranteed SSR summon. Now, honestly, that's okay. The fact that, you have to summon to get the free SSR, that's okay. It's a free SSR. That's cool, right? The issue is, it's a character SSR, by the way, which is even better. The issue is it's a paid multi. Like, you have to use paid currency to pull on this special banner. Like, that's just dumb. Seriously. Like, how can you be so stupid? Releasing a banner and say, oh, congratulations, thank you very much, everyone, for 8 million downloads. Here's a banner that you have to spend money on, but you do get a free, guaranteed SSR character. That's cool and all. Like, do they have rocks in their head? Like, I don't get it. I seriously don't understand what they're doing. So I really hope that things change. Are things going to change? Probably not. I'm not expecting things to change. What I can expect, though, I am expecting them to probably slow down a little bit. But I'm not expecting them to change the pity system. I'm not expecting them to give us more stamina. I am expecting them to probably not release things as fast. I assume that will change eventually. But the way that it is right now, it's just not right. It ain't right. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about all of this stuff down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions about it. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including maybe some more JJK videos in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.